Hi, and welcome to this year's final episode of Inside KISD Student Produced News. I'm Jaden Rudd.
And I'm Johnny Johnson. Thanks for joining us.
On this month's episode, we'll learn how to stay at KCC full-time, hear about some national champions, and put the spotlight on one of our very own AV production students.
We'll also drop in with the robotics class and fly some drones, hear about the senior job fair in April, and cheers our KCC seniors earn their purple and white cords. All this and more on Inside KISD.
Going beyond what is expected to meet the needs of students, parents, and staff members is what characterized the educators who are KISD May Steel Award recipients. Our own KCC instructor and voice of KISD, Jamie Garrett, was awarded one of the Steel Awards for May. Garrett is known for his professionalism, dedication, and leadership on the campus. In addition to teaching a popular radio broadcasting class, the teacher takes his students on the road to work at athletic events, fine arts performances, and numerous other events to give real-world experiences. The teacher goes beyond his own considered responsibilities to offer ideas and to assist with campus activities and student life. Superintendent John Kraft and Assistant Superintendent David Manley and other district representatives to KISD employees who continue to go above and beyond is what expected of them. The awards are handmade and made of tough, heavy-duty steel by students in the KISD Career Center welding classes.
Toyota of Killeen and Gulf States Toyota donated a 2019 Corolla to Killeen ISD Career Center for its automotive program students. The Toyota of Killeen Parts and Services Director, Jamie Euler, said the company works regularly with high school and college programs, and that the Career Center has produced students who bring valuable experience to the mechanic shop. The local dealership currently employs 3 mechanics who are KISD graduates that came out of the Career Center automotive program. Automotive instructor Jeremy Terry said the generous donations was evidence of a growing relationship between the specialized high school in Killeen and industry partners like Toyota. Terry said it is important for students to see that they get support from industry partners in the community.
A mobile pop-up bookstore that supports local authors brought encouraging words and free books to 2 Killeen ISD elementary schools. Words Unite bookstore owner Ashley Knight and colleague Chris Price, who administers books for a cause, donated 150 books to Ira Cross and Hay Branch Elementary School. Part of Knight's businesses and passion is to encourage authors to publish and to assist the process. She is selling the published works of 12 children, some from the local area and some from other states. She and Price introduced students at Ira Cross and Hay Branch to specific books written by children like them, and urged them to write their own stories and to consider seeking publication. At Ira Cross Elementary, students in a 3rd grade class picked out a book to keep. At Hay Branch, 5 kindergarten students chose a book. The school's libraries received the rest of the donated books.
Teachers are the lifeblood of our school system. Here at Inside KISD, we like to highlight and show our appreciation of our teachers in our Teacher Spotlight segment.
Name is Miguel Tamarki, and I am one of the assistant principals here at the Career Center. I've been an administrator for about 15 years. I love doing what I'm doing. Love being around with the kids and just being a mentor to them. Just building relationship with kids and helping them to be successful past high school. I mean, there's learning taken on every day. I mean, we learn every day, and so there's times where you're either learning from a student or students are learning from the adults. I'm happy. I love this job. I loved it when I was a teacher. Now that I'm an administrator, I love it even more. I get to impact more kids as an administrator versus a classroom teacher. But being a classroom teacher, it's definitely a plus as well. I hope so, and I think so. I know I got students that I see out in the community who graduated, 5-10 years ago, that will come and see me and, say, hey, Mr. Tamarki, this is what I'm doing now. Thank you for just being there for me, So I think so, for the most part. As of right now, I don't think I'm going to retire, so I'm going to go as long as I can. I think being an impact impact on kids and being a person to be there to help kids be successful, I think it's not time for me to go.
Today we came out and helped set up, do stage hand work basically for Foreigner, and we're doing their concert. We're helping set up their concert today. We're unloading stuff off of the trailer back here, the truck, and then we were moving them around. So like if they told us to bring stuff to the stage right, we bring it to the stage right. Wardrobe, bring it to the stage left, we bring it out there, front of the house, back of the house, anything.
Coming back.
That is going all the way to front of house. You guys know where that is?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
What I got out of this experience is it's like hard work, but it's not really that hard. It's just like doing a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of moving around, and then you got to make sure you pay attention. So the experience was worth the time because at the end of the day, that's something like I want to go ahead and do. Like I could see myself doing this as another job, like when I'm going through college for journalism and stuff. And like this is like behind the scenes stuff with what goes on with stuff like that.
Nearly 399 Killeen ISD seniors earned 683 industry certifications in their chosen career fields during the KCC courting ceremony last week. About 327 of those soon-to-graduate seniors stepped across the stage last Wednesday at the Killeen Civic and Conference Center to receive honor cords representing dozens of their career and technical education programs. Reagan Quinn, a Harker Heights High School senior who earned a Certified Teacher's Aide certification, congratulated her peers.
Every student sitting in this room has officially certified in their CTE, Career and Technical Education Program of Study. CTE has given all of us a chance to explore the careers we hope to attain in the very near future. We've had hands-on learning, limitless knowledge, and real-life experiences these past few years that have helped shape us into who we are today. Having the opportunity to be in CTE programs and learn the way we did at the Career Center these past few years has really taught us where our true passions lie. Whether that is in teaching, healthcare, welding, or anything else that our hearts desire, we have found a way to make it all possible.
Some of the industry certifications earned by students included Adobe Premiere Pro, Autodesk and AutoCAD, Intuit QuickBooks, Cosmetology Operator License, Drone Operator License, Certified Veterinarian Assistant Level 1, Texas State Floral Association Level 1, MTA Introduction using JavaScript, American Welding Society D1 Structural Steel, ASE Entry Level Engine Repair. Chief College Career and Military Readiness Officer Nancy Patterson emphasized the multiple accomplishments of the certifying students.
These industry-based certifications have been vetted by the Texas Education Agency as being aligned with high-wage, high-demand jobs. And we want to equip our students to be prepared and competitive, and I hear Dr. Porterfield saying that often at the KISD Career Center. I'd like to take a moment to say, seniors, congratulations on your hard work. It's paid off. In this room, we have more than just career and technical education students. We have students who are in the top 10 of their class. We have salutatorians in here. We have athletes, musicians. We have students who are skilled for a high-wage, high-demand job. And that didn't come easy. They came with their hard work, their dedication, their goal setting.
Words express thoughts and feelings, describe joy and sadness, and have the power to change a person. Clifton Park Elementary School 5th grade teacher Sarah Barnum opened poetry at the park Friday in the school cafeteria with a creative work of her own. She went off to hand off the microphone to 5th graders who stepped to the podium and read original works of poetry. After each poem, audience members snapped their fingers in appreciation. Student works ran the gamut from the silly to the profound, to the contented gratitude to loss and sadness. One poem described a kitty cat, another was about football. One told of a favorite candy and another referred to Mars. A pair of teachers wrote about their impressions of being part of the Clifton Park Jaguar family. Several poems titled Where I Am From describe family activities and habits that color daily life. An evening meal, dogs running through the house, streaming entertainment, sports, church, life and love. One student, Evan Turner, even found an inspiration in a rock collection.
Grace Young, a graphic design student at the Career Center, had the opportunity to work directly with the client. Designing promotional graphics for their classroom windows, student journalist Antoine Jeffries has the story.
Here we have some students who have designed some window clings for the AV class, and now that they are designed, they've been cut over at the wide format printer, and then at that point they are getting ready to put them onto the windows, and they're just going to use all the necessary tools and all of the basically everything they learned to practice to this point, and are going to put them up using a special type of material that will bond to the windows using just some water. So spray it down with some water, clean it, and then after that, they'll just go ahead and just size it up, put it onto the windows, and once it's on the windows, they're just going to use a squeegee to make sure it seals to the window itself.
Mr. Robinson, he gave me the opportunity to make posters for the AV production class, and it was a really great experience to have. He kind of came up to the whole class and wanted everyone to have a chance to be able to, try it out, see how it went, and then come back to the client, see if there's anything he liked about it. And mine was one of them that he had an interest in.
Side, that's good.
That means I did my job pretty good.
Yes, because that means you can tuck it underneath.
And even move everything around just accordingly. Okay. My design, I really, I've had experience before about creating glitch effects, and I wanted to make it to where it looked like it was kind of like fading on the poster, if that makes sense. And then I was really interested in this kind of like graffiti kind of spray paint idea, which was included with the text, and I think it kind of helped tied it in. But I really wanted it to look like it kind of went all together.
Students do this because it's really good to design for a specific purpose instead of just a digital medium. So they have to consider things like dimensions and then also what type of paper to use as per the person's request. And then after that, they're basically just designing for someone who has a very specific purpose in mind to communicate a message to an audience. And then after that, it's basically just learning the ins and outs of how to be able to cut it, print it, and then apply it to the window itself.
Blood is the river of life, and life is something everyone should appreciate. And only 30% of patients who need a bone marrow transplant are lucky enough to have a donor. But some aren't so lucky. Only 70% of people are compatible with a complete stranger. And only 2% of Americans are registered. We need more donors. We need more lives saved. We need you to donate.
Several students here at the Career Center were celebrated during the first ever Career Signing Day, an inaugural event meant to shine a light on the hard work students have put in to reach their career goals. Co-host Johnny Johnson attended the event.
Students and teachers at the Killeen ISD Career Center recently teamed up with its industry partners to celebrate CTE Signing Day on May 6th. About 9 students at the KISD Career Center were a part of the program to recognize local career and technical educational students for their dedication to pursuing a career in their CTE program of study. The 87th legislature of the state of Texas hereby designated the first Friday in May as Career and Technical Education Letter of Intent Signing Day. Around 12.5 American high school and college students are enrolled in CTE courses, which encompasses a variety of occupational fields including agriculture, construction, manufacturing, computer science, and healthcare. Career and technical education is offering a path to success in the 21st century economy while helping to address the urgent needs for skilled labor in high-demand industries. On the signing day, the dedicated students were recognized by their school administrators, teachers, advisors, families, and friends for making a decision to pursue a career in skilled trades. This recognition for CTE students will illuminate the many training programs and career paths. For Inside KISD, I'm Johnny Johnson. The Senior Job Fair hosted by the KISD Career Center was held early in April at the Killeen Civic and Conference Center. Student journalist Tyson Denton was able to attend the event and speak to seniors seeking jobs.
Well, today here at the Killeen Civic and Conference Center, we're hosting the 2022 Senior Graduating Job Fair. We have 43 employers present right now, and they're all willing and ready to hire. Prior to attending the job fair, we had classes available to the students, offering them insights on building resumes, cover letters, even interviewing, virtual interviews, how to dress, how to talk, a number of different things just to prep them to come here. Well, everybody here is hiring. We've had 4 students interviewed, 1 was offered, so we're hoping that we get some more. Several of them have interviews outside next week with them. I do know that 3 from the Bell County, they're going to interview 3 of our kids next week. So the good thing is they're getting the interviews, and hopefully they'll get the job secured, and we'll get them interviewed and get them to you as well.
I've talked to multiple different jobs here today. The one I'm most excited about is probably First National Bank. I have experience in customer service and banking, and so I'm really looking forward to that one. I think this is a very valuable experience, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I think it's great for the students, great for the youth, great for the businesses to find kids who really want to work for them and are passionate about the community. I would absolutely recommend this to juniors, to seniors, to anybody interested in doing this. It's a very good opportunity. Take advantage of it.
I feel like the event's going great. The kids are enjoying themselves. Employers are letting me know that we have a lot of good kids, and they're really impressed with several of them. They appreciate the way they've dressed, the way they're talking, the way they're interviewing. They said that they're doing a great job, and they appreciate us getting them ready for this.
In our applicants, we're looking for somebody that wants to work for the Boys and Girls Club to really give back to their community. Lots of our seniors who are applying for jobs have been members of the club themselves, so they really want to leave their mark just like the staff has left their mark on them. We have had so many potential candidates come by. We have students who want to become future teachers, and that's what we really want in our clubs, because the teachers are going to be our future leaders.
For next year, at the end of the event today, we're having the students as well as the employers do a survey. That survey is going to allow us to make some adjustments and corrections for next year. And the good thing is we've already got the Killeen Civic and Conference Center reserved for next year's job fair, which is the first week in April. And we're asking the employers before they leave if they'd like to come back next year and if they have any suggestions on other people they'd like to recommend for it. So I think all in all, I think we're getting ready for next year, and with the surveys it'll help us prepare a little bit better.
The whirling sound of propellers can be heard screaming down the hallways as the robotics class here at the Career Center tested out their handmade drones. Student journalist Elijah Wilson dials in on the details.
The robotics class is one of the STEM engineering classes. They start, like I said, they start building from nothing, and they take those ideas into constructing their drones that are flight ready. Today, they're working on their drones that they have built. They started with a bucket of parts and pieces. They had to learn how to build, program, hook it to the computer, do some test flights, and that's what you're seeing today. They're putting it on a rack to tether, and they're testing it, make sure that it's balanced, that the blades are spinning correctly, that they're all spinning at the same speed, and kind of making adjustments as they need to. Their goal is to get functional drones that are able to conduct obstacles, locate a target. They do have the opportunity to fly in a net when they're trying to troubleshoot. And that's mostly what they do. They take the parts and pieces that they've built and figure out how to make it work. There's a lot of times coming from what they're used to from Robotics 1 and building from a rover to a drone, they're trying to troubleshoot what they didn't know before.
Today we're just in the commons testing out the drones to see if we can get all the motors spinning. Afterwards, we're going to see if we can tether them up, see if we can get them flying with the blades. If not, troubleshoot it from there. The biggest challenge I could say is just keeping your mind cool when you're still trying to troubleshoot it, even though you've done things maybe 20, 30 times over again, and just swapping out parts, swapping out code, swapping out even more parts. It gets a little convoluted. The exciting thing is that once you've got everything together and it works the exact way you designed it, the exact way you built it, the exact way you wired it all up, it just, yes, it finally works.
If you're interested in joining robotics, one of the things that you should have, a lot of people do say you should have some math. It is some physics. You need to have some physics, you need to have some engineering, because you not only are calculating trajectory, where something is going, but how it's going to get there. So you need to build something that's going to efficiently move from one place to another. It's going to need to hold its weight, whether it's a rover or it's a drone or anything that you're moving, even with the robotic arms. It has to be able to hold the weight. It has to be able to move efficiently, identify the parts that it's moving to, because you're going to program it to do that. So you're going to need a little bit of programming and understanding the physics behind things, of how it moves, what's going to hold it.
This school year was filled with dozens of exciting games, from crosstown rivalries to record-breaking achievements. Sports journalists Antoine Jeffries and Johnny Johnson look back on this year's top 3 games of the 2021-2022 school year.
Throughout the school year, our KISD High School showcased several inter-classroom showdowns in sports like football, basketball, and volleyball. So today we're going to recap the top 3 games of the 2021-2022 school year. Coming in at number 3, we have the Killeen Lady Kangaroos taking on the Harker Heights Knights. The game started competitive with quick scoring and back-and-forth action. Ultimately, Harker Heights would win the first period 25-22, taking the 1-0 lead. In the second, the Lady Kangaroos struggled defensively, while the Knights put up another 25 to end the second period 25-10. With Heights taking the 2-0 lead in the third, Harker Heights would put the nail in the coffin while Killeen continued to struggle with the third, ending at 25-16. Lady Knights winning the game 3-0. Coming in at number 2, Jamarian Keller and the Ellison Eagles took on Antoine Gonzalez and the Shoemaker Grey Wolves in the divisional matchup back in January. In the first quarter, both teams struggled to put up points on the board. Gonzalez finished the first with 6 points and Keller ended with 2. Ellison led the first quarter 11-7. The game started to pick up pace in the second quarter with Isaac Hawthorne hitting a 3 from the corner that was followed with a play by Keller.
Keller put a man on the floor all the way to the bucket and one. That's the athleticism of Jamarian Keller. He's got 4 in the game.
A few possessions later, Keller would then follow through with a spectacular putback dunk over multiple defenders. Later that quarter, Peterson Brown would hit his first three-pointer of the game to tie the score momentarily before Jamarian Keller would respond with another highlight dunk coming off the steal, giving him 9 points in the game. 2 possessions later, Oladipo would go down hard after losing his grip on the rim. The quarter ended 19-25. Ellison ended up winning that half. The start of the second half, Oladipo would lose his grip again, going for a dunk. Thankfully, he was able to get back on his feet and would sit out for the rest of the game. The rest of the quarter, we saw great basketball being played by both teams, Shoemaker hitting back-to-back threes while Ellison kept their foot on the gas pedal. The third quarter ended 29-37, Ellison up with an 8-point lead. To start the fourth quarter, Keller would hit his first 3 of the game, giving him 18. Fast forward to the final few minutes of the game, Shoemaker started to score more efficiently for a moment, but Ellison was able to enforce their defense and protect their home court as they took the win 49-55. Number 1 on our list will be Shoemaker versus Harker Heights back in the football season. These teams put on an instant classic. All 4 quarters were full of action as both teams scored multiple touchdowns throughout the game. Heights quarterback Dylan Blake tossed 4 touchdown passes in the first half. He finished the night 13 of 21 for 163 yards. Knights receiver Marcus Maple caught 5 passes for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shoemaker quarterback and Penn State pledge Omari Evans ran for 206 yards and 4 touchdowns, including an 86-yarder on the Knights' first play of the second half. He also completed the 7 of 10 passes for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. The Grey Wolves scored 14 points in the final 71 seconds to tie the game at 49. Amazingly, after getting an interception, Shoemaker had enough time to drive for a game-winning 21-yard field goal try on the final play. But the Knights blocked it, and the game went into overtime for the 3rd straight season.
Aubrey Hood picks it up, and we're going to overtime. Wow. There is a penalty flag on the field, though.
Shoemaker quarterback Omari Evans opened the overtime score with a 14-yard run. Antonio Butler tacked on an extra point, and the Wolves led for the second time in the game 56-49. On a nice possession, running back Rayshawn Sanford got Heights to the Shoemaker 4-yard line. The 6'3", 240-pound Carter drew a pass interference penalty in the end zone. With the first set of downs at the 2-yard line, Carter and the former Knights starting QB jumped in behind the center and scored standing up. The decision to go for the win turned out to be easy. The Knights will win the game 57-56.
Harker Heights wins it 57-56. What a...
And those are our top 3 games of the school year. You can go back and rewatch them all on KISD.org. The television crew from Skipjack Elementary School stopped by the studios here at KCC to get a little taste of how we do things here in our newsroom. The 15 4th and 5th graders who produced Good Morning Skipjack, a live daily announcement show at the elementary school, stopped by for a tour and a discussion with a few of our student journalists, asking us questions ranging from what clothes we wear to how nervous we are when we're on camera. Following a tour at the Career Center, the 4th and 5th graders toured the KWTS TV Channel 10 Killeen Bureau, where reporters explained the daily work of a multimedia journalist. Skipjack Campus Instructional Technology Specialist Frank Aravillo said his students love the exposure to television on a broader scale, and it was our pleasure to host them and introduce them to our career field.
Hair, nails, and the state health code laws are all part of the cosmetology department. Learning how to cut and style hair, what the state laws are, and putting in their state hours for certification all help prepare students so that they can leave the program ready to work or work for themselves. Student journalist Tyson Den recently spoke with the cosmetology department about what goes on during class time.
This is cosmetology. We cover hair, skin, and nails. It's like, we call it ani, the tri, and the derm, right? Basically going over all like the aspects of hair, skin, nails, and like the disorders and the diseases and stuff like that.
This class is like, it's pretty much a big family, but we all work together in cosmetology and we help each other out, and we do lots of hair on mannequins, and we do manicures and pedicures on each other. And
we will work on our mannequins or each other with facials and nails so that we could prepare ourselves when we actually do have a real client. We do go in a classroom to take tests or prepare for our tests, and that is what it will look like. When you first start, you do get your permit, and then once you get into your second year in cosmetology, you'll start preparing yourself for the written and practical, and then after you take those tests, you will get your cosmetology license. And then with the cosmetology license, you are able to work in the professional salon, or where you could do waxing or facials in like a spa. And then, yeah, and that's what you would do with the certification.
Coming to the Career Center full-time takes commitment and planning. Our team spoke to KCC counselor Ms. Brooks about what it takes to earn your place at KCC full-time.
To become a full-time student, students will need to speak with their counselors, and the counselors will review their transcripts. There's a couple classes that must be completed in order to be full-time. They have to complete their PE credit and then also their foreign language credit. And then from there, from juniors and seniors, they're able to attend the Career Center. To become a full-time student, it's normally during course planning that window of time is opened up, and students are able to request to be here at the Career Center all day for the upcoming school year. For some students, the purpose of becoming a full-time student is they want to be in an environment where there's not as many crowds. The environment is more calm, and they enjoy being here with the teachers and the students, and they feel very connected. You do not need a certain grade point average to come to the Career Center. One of the things, though, that is important is that you have passed all your courses so that you have the space available to fit, depending on what program of study that you have, into your schedule. Students who attend the Career Center all day are our go-to students. Those are the student leaders that we call upon to be our ambassadors, and they can help us with the different tours that we offer at the Career Center throughout the school year. There's many leadership opportunities to be in here all day that we get to take advantage of when our students are here. The students that are here, they love the relationships that are built with their teachers. Their teachers are very passionate, and they strive to connect with the students in a way that they may not have at a home campus, and it makes it really special for them to be among students who are as passionate about their career fields as they are.
Make sure that they're in.
All right, so Garrett, if 2 plus 2 equals 4, what is 4 plus 4? Garrett, you listening?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, let me repeat it back to you. If 2 plus 2 equals 4, what is 4 plus 4?
9.
Garrett, man, get off your phone. Repeat the question back to me.
4 plus 3 equals 9.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this. I'm done.
Where are you going, bro? Where are you going?
It's no fun to get caught out of dress code. It's even less fun than spending the day in ISS because your parents can't bring you a change of clothes. KCC students look no further than Ms. Morgan in the AP's office. Student journalist Gary Greer recently spoke to her about what is available in the clothing closet and how students can get access to it.
The clothes closet is a closet for students that are out of dress code
and for students that need clothes for field sites. The purpose of the clothes closet is to keep the students in dress code. If someone is sent to me that is at a dress code, they have the opportunity to comply and change their clothes. And it's also for students who may be going on a field site and just need something nice to wear. They have the opportunity to go in the closet and find something to change into. The clothes closet is run basically by me or Mr. Tamarki. We're the only two in this office. So if someone needs something from the clothing closet, they need to come to me. I get clothes from teachers, from myself. I have teenagers myself, and clothes they can't fit, I bring them in for the students. Do people donate? Yes, absolutely. When there is a need, because sometimes children don't turn stuff back in, we get kind of low, and teachers will donate. And students return the clothes by signing the clothes out, and then they sign them back in, and there's a dirty clothes hamper that I keep over there, and I take the clothes home and I wash them myself. To donate, teachers just stop by. Sometimes before they bring the clothes, they ask, is there a need? Because sometimes it can get pretty full in there. So if there is a need, they just drop them off to me. My favorite thing about the clothing closet is just being able to organize it and make it look nice for the students to go through, and just having the opportunity for kids to be able to have something nice to wear is a plus.
Whenever you're ready. All right. Hi, my name is Jalen Johnson. Today we're going to be asking students and teachers what advice they have for upcoming freshmen. Let's go. What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
My advice for upcoming freshmen would be not to procrastinate and definitely get your work done. Get out of your comfort zone, like do HOSA, do all the activities, go to football games, go to basketball games.
Just take time for yourself, go out, go have fun. Don't be all about schoolwork, because these 4 years are gonna go by fast.
Drugs, guys. Don't do drugs, don't do drugs.
Don't be stupid for it.
Just don't overthink it and don't get behind in work, because that's what's gonna really eat you up is those missingness.
All right. What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
Make new friends.
I say don't depend on your friends that you walk in with, because they're not going to be the same ones you walk out with.
Simple.
Yeah. Don't mess around and get your homework done. Honestly, that's the best advice, because if you get into a good habit of getting everything done, it'll help you carry over into sophomore and junior year.
Definitely to do your best in school, and don't let what other people say about you bring you down.
Simple.
Get your work done. Your grades surprisingly actually matter when it comes to going to college.
Do your work, stay on task.
What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
To just be prepared and stay in your own lane.
All right, you look like a freshman. What advice do you have for upcoming freshmen?
Some advice I would have for upcoming freshmen would be make sure to be active, do sports, no matter if it's track or like something like band or choir, just be active. And that's gonna be really important and get you connections for everywhere.
What if they suck at everything?
Well, you know, you're gonna be that one guy that everybody knows that sucks, and you're gonna be on the team that's gonna be like, oh, that's number 5, and everybody's gonna be cheering for you, and you're gonna be that guy. But don't be that guy. Be great, be you, be responsible, be prepared and competitive.
So for our incoming 9th graders, what they should really focus on is just trying to do their best, making sure that they stay up on top of their grades, because you don't want to wait till your senior year to say, oh man, I wish I would have done this when I was a 9th grader. Mm-hmm. So you got to come in wanting to learn, be ready to learn, and just do your best.
Yeah. Just enjoy your high school career and just live life.
Thank you for watching Inside KISD student-produced television. I'm Johnny Johnson.
And I'm Jada Rudd. And for all of us here at the Career Center and our AV students working backstage, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year.